If you are asking Claude or ChatGPT to suggest business ideas, find market demand, or research keywords for your content, you are getting made up answers. There is no real data behind it, and the AI is pattern matching on training data and generating real sounding results. I gave Claude Code a direct connection to live market data so that it can access real search volumes from Google, real trends, and real what people are actually typing questions. And this completely changed the quality of the output. I'll show you the entire setup, then I'll run a full session live with 6 phases. Let's dive in. Now, this is an empty project. The way we give Claude access to real market data is by setting up an MCP server for a service called DataForSEO. With that one connection, Claude will gain access to whatever data that service provides. And this video is brought to you by DataForSEO, which makes sense because they are the exact data layer that makes this framework work. So, what is Data4SEO? It's a real time data engine. And this is what it gives you: keyword search volumes, people also ask kind of results, search intent signals, trending versus stable topic data, competitor intelligence, domain analytics, content analysis, and even AI visibility monitoring that tracks whether your brand shows up inside tools like ChatGPT or Gemini. Basically, it makes every layer of market intelligence you'd want available to you as API calls. So, who really is it for? Anyone who needs real market data to make decisions before they invest time in it. The pricing model is pay per request. Data for SEO charges you only for the queries you actually run. You can sign up using the link in my description and you will get $5 in trial credits. That's more than enough to run this full session yourself and try it out. Now, here's the setup. You need to open Claude Code and execute this command. You can get it in my free school community. And once you paste it, you need to replace your token with your API token. So once you create an account on Data for SEO, you can click on API access, then click on send by email. And one thing to note here is that you need to verify your account for our MCP calls to work. And then you can copy it from your email. You need to copy base 64 version of it. Go back and replace your token with it. Then execute the command and it's done. It's a one-time setup. Let's start a new session and ask it to list down all data for SEO APIs. These are over 80 APIs across 10 categories, and you don't need to know what each API does. Claude Code will identify the correct ones and will get the work done. You just need to describe what you want it to find out. Alright, so now we are connected and now let's run the session. I've opened a new session and I'm giving it this prompt. I want to find a real product opportunity in the AI tools for real estate agents market. I want the research to be done in US market. Using data for SEO, design and then run a 6-phase research session. In phase 1, I wanted to find all the problems that people are talking about. In phase 2, I wanted to find the exact audience. Who is searching for those terms? The age breakdown, gender, top regions, and what type of real estate professionals are behind these searches. In phase 3, I wanted to find the gaps, find keyword clusters where search demand is high but existing content is weak. In phase 4, I wanted to find the opportunity. In phase 5, I wanted to do a content strategy. Top content topics ranked by search demand, tagged evergreen or trending. And finally, in phase 6, I wanted to use all of that research and keywords to create real social media posts and articles that we can use to promote our product. And all of this research will be saved in separate phase-wise .md files. Now, Claude will read all the available data for SEO tools, it will design its approach, and it will save it in researchplan.md. Alright, so it has created this researchplan.md. It shows which APIs surface real questions, which ones analyze what's already ranking, where existing content falls short. So this entire plan came from Claude and not from me. And now it is executing all of those phases. And it's done with phase 1, and this is the first real data bag. It contains all the top keywords by search volume. It contains CPC, difficulty, and year-on-year trend. And then we have the questions being asked in this niche. Will AI replace real estate agents? And this is the fastest growing concern at this time. Agents are asking which AI is best for realtors, etc. Similarly, we have a number of other questions that are being actively asked in this niche. And this is the complete question list. Then there are a couple of related searches and key signals for product opportunity. And all of this data is real, coming from data for SEO. It's not coming from some scraped web page, and it's not a guesswork by AI. It's done with phase 2 as well. This doc contains who is actually searching those terms. We can look at the age breakdown, gender demographics, and geographic interest. So top states for AI virtual staging, top states for ChatGPT for real estate. And as you can see, there is a lot of variation in the interest index between these states. And I think this is a really useful insight. This can actually change your target market. Then we have 12-month Google Trends for all of these search terms. And here's the content landscape: top publishing domains, audience persona summary, and implications for product opportunity. Now, if you were building a product without this kind of data, you'd probably be designing for the wrong agent in the wrong market. Now, phase three is where it gets interesting. Claude is not just counting search volume, it's analyzing what's actually ranking for these terms right now and where the opportunity and the gap resides. So here's the gap analysis report. Gap 1 is AI CRM for real estate, and this is the biggest opportunity right now. And this is the content ranking for these keywords. Similarly, we have multiple gaps that it has listed down over here, and the final strategic takeaway. Next, we have phase 4. Claude has taken everything so far, the real problems agents are searching for, who those agents are, where existing content and tools failed them, and synthesized it into an opportunity brief. It contains a one-line pitch, who it's for, the primary user, why it has selected this persona, the trust gap, the adoption gap, why nothing currently does it well, and the search demand evidence for all of these keywords. It contains product specifications, how your MVP would look like, how the growth phase would look like, and your content strategy to build authority. This would be your competitive moat and your risk assessment. Next, phase 5 is the content strategy. Every topic here has the real search volume behind it. And you have this entire content calendar for the next 3 months right here. It has recommended the content cadence and key metrics to track. And finally, for the phase 6, it has created two files, article.md and social.md. Article.md contains all of those researched keywords that would help you to rank on Google. And I think it's a pretty good article. It contains what AI can already do better than most agents, what AI cannot do, the real answer, 90-day AI adoption roadmap for agents, and then month-wise plan for adoption. Similarly, in phase 6, we have these social media posts. First one is for LinkedIn, and it's addressing that exact core concern, which is coming directly from real estate agents. Next, we have a post for Twitter, and finally, a YouTube community post. All of this is ready to edit and publish. So how much did this entire research cost us? And this will blow your mind. This entire 6-phase session costed me only 25 cents. And that's it. It researched the pain points, audience profile, demand validation, gap analysis, opportunity brief, content strategy, and a full article with social posts. And it made multiple calls to data for SEO wherever required. Other services like Semrush starts at $130 per month and you get logged in on monthly basis. But here, once you load the credits, they don't expire. If you want to give it a try, you can find the link in the description. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this tool. And if you found the video useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.